Okay, hello guys. My name is David Oluwasegun. So today I'll be showing you how I was able to create this cool brand logo using Microsoft PowerPoint. Now I'm sure most of you will be wondering how is it possible to create such a cool logo using Microsoft PowerPoint. So I'm going to be showing you how I was able to produce this logo using Microsoft PowerPoint, and I also want to let you know that what Microsoft PowerPoint can do, the up to 80% of what Microsoft PowerPoint can do, Microsoft Word can actually do it. So I'm trying to take the concept of using CorelDRAW and Photoshop to make designs to using Microsoft PowerPoint to make cool designs. I'm trying to like kind of lower that ideology. So by the way, here is the original flyer. Now I also made this flyer using Microsoft PowerPoint. So I just wanted to show you guys that this is the brand. Here's the brand. So as you can see, here's the logo we're working with. Here's the logo we're working with. So I'm going to be redesigning this logo using Microsoft PowerPoint. In my next video, I showed how I was able to create this flyer using Microsoft PowerPoint. So stay tuned guys. Once I'm done with this video showing you how I was able to create this logo using Microsoft PowerPoint, I'll show you how I was able to do this using Microsoft PowerPoint. So first of all, I'm just going to be opening our PowerPoint again. As you can see, it's already open, but I'm just going to be reopening PowerPoint. Okay, so we have our blank presentation. So I'm just going to click on blank presentation. As you can see, here's a totally blank presentation, which we are going to create a very good artwork from. Now most of you might be wondering, is it actually possible to create a cool logo using Microsoft PowerPoint? Yes, it is very possible, and I'm going to be showing that right away. So PowerPoint is not just used for making slides, it's used for removing picture backgrounds, creating 3D effects, and so on. So the first thing I'm going to be doing now is I'm just going to be going to where I kept the image. I'm going to be, let's use this one for example. I'm not going to highlight this out of here and take it to my blank presentation and paste it here. So we're going to be using the logo here, and we're going to be redoing it. Okay, so this is more like we are remaking this one. So first thing on this picture, I'm just going to crop it out. I go to picture format, crop. Now follow my YouTube channel guys, because I'm going to be showing you amazing functions you never, believe me when I mean you never knew PowerPoint could do. So here's the logo right now. So I'm just going to be redesigning it. So let's do crop here out to know what we're dealing with. So here's the logo guys. So we're going to be doing this again. So I'm just going to zoom this out so wild. I'm just going to zoom it so wild. Okay, so I'm going to press the escape key on my system. Now here's the logo we're going to be redesigning today. So I'm just going to go to home, of course already in home, click on my shapes. This is pure PowerPoint guys. So I look for my curve line here, curve, and I just select it. So now we're going to be more like drawing this out, right? Believe me, I will be showing you a lot of things you never knew PowerPoint could do. So I'm just going to draw it. Now once you make any mistake, for example, the way I started this one is not, I shouldn't have started this that way. So I'm just going to press escape key and it's going to like take it out. So let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. Now let's start with the leaves. So those are more like leaves, right? So I'm going to go back to my shapes, look for my curve line. Okay, let's start from here. I'm just going to draw this out here, here, here. Okay, now while you're drawing, while you're tracing it out and you make any other mistake, don't press the escape key, because if okay, let me press the escape key now. I'll show you what happens. I'm going to press my escape key, 1 2 3. So I just pressed my escape key. It's more like saving the trace I've made, but that's not what I wanted. Let's do that again. So I was designing, I was tracing rather, right? So I was tracing, I made a mistake maybe by clicking here mistakenly. So I, how do I get out of here? You simply do that by clicking your backspace key. So now I'm out. I click backspace key to go back. That's more like delete errors or something. Believe me guys, I'll be showing you a lot of things that you never actually knew PowerPoint could do. I'll make this so quick. Okay. Believe me, if you're able to actually, what I think personally is that if PowerPoint can actually create such, or will I say reproduce such a beautiful logo, I mean, what other logo do you think you need a Pixel Lab or CorelDRAW or Photoshop to create? So that is my idea. So I'm not actually teaching you how to do it, but maybe subsequent times I'll be teaching you, you know, how I make designs. So here I just want to show you how I do it. Okay, so now I'm done with tracing, right? So I'm just going to take this back to the start of the line trace, and it closes up automatically, guys. Now one thing I like about PowerPoint is the fact that PowerPoint gives automatic free automatic guide and grid lines rather. I wanted to say free guide and grid lines, but I'll be explaining that later. So I'm going to remove the outline of this shape. No outline. I'm going to go over to my edit shape, edit points. Now edit the points in the way I want it to be. Okay. I'm going to close that up there. Okay. See that was affected. I'm going to close this up here. Okay. I need to close this up here. Okay. Same thing, close this up here. Now closing it up, like making the two white squares to meet each other, would just simply make that place sharp, more pointed, to make that place more pointed. My PowerPoint similarly gives you the ability to undo. So if I make a mistake or if I want to undo an action, as usual, I press my Ctrl Z to undo. Now if you need pointed edges, ensure the two white squares are close to each other, guys. Okay. Make the two white squares in front of each other. I repeat, for pointed edges. Believe me guys, follow my YouTube channel and I'm going to explain to you, not just explain to you, by the way, I'm going to be showing you how you would literally delete PowerPoint. I'm sorry, you literally delete CorelDRAW and Photoshop from your system just to keep up with PowerPoint designs. Like I said, if you want pointed edges, do well to keep the two white squares in front of each other. Okay, done with our first one. Take a look at it. It looks quite more like this one, so I'm just going to keep that there. Or you can still look in for any you know, errors, or I feel this is okay compared to this one, in as much as there are one or two differences, but it's more like it. So I'm just going to save that there. Then we'll go back to the next one. I'm going to do the same thing to the next one. So I'm going to go back to my home, shapes, pick up my curve line. I'm going to start highlighting here. Let's highlight there. Let's highlight there. And there. And there. And there. Okay, let's delete that. Okay, Control Y. Okay, it doesn't do Control Y. Okay. Just gonna highlight there and go down a bit. I mean, if PowerPoint can actually do this, guy, I mean, I hope Bill Gates probably don't even realize what he created is able to do. Like, I make stunning, what I mean stunning, I mean stunning and outstanding graphics. I've been able to earn a huge amount of money using Microsoft PowerPoint. And the best thing, or likely the best fact I would love to share, is that I'm actually a self-learned designer. Like, I did not actually learn how to design using PowerPoint. Like, all my life I've been designing using Microsoft PowerPoint. And believe me when I tell you, it has paid a lot. I am a testifier. It has paid a lot. Okay, let's delete that one. Keep it right there. And it's going to close up automatically. Okay, so it has closed up automatically for me. So I'm just going to remove the shape outline, go to my edit shape and edit further points. Remember what I said, guys, if you want a pointed edge, simply put the two squares in front of each other and ensure they are actually in front of each other. I mean, if you want a perfectly pointed edge, make sure your work is accurate. Now, most times like what just happened now, most times editing one point actually affects the other, but no worries, no worries. I'm sure a lot of designers be mad at me for doing this, but I'm so sorry. This is to enlighten people, because most people complain that hey, CorelDRAW has a lot of navigation buttons and a lot of tools. I can actually zoom in, guys. I can actually zoom in over here to get the most perfect. I guess here is okay. I guess areas are okay. I can zoom out. Okay, zoom out. Let's make this curve. Let's make this curve area more. Let's make it more curved. Go to my home. Let's click on shape first, and go to our shape format, edit shape, edit points. Believe me, this is not only the thing PowerPoint could have. And remember, in the beginning of this video, I actually showed you where the flyer that I was able to create. So guys, stay in watch for my next video. The next video I'll be showing you how I was able to create that flyer I showed you. And one thing about like I said again, I'll continue to testify that I am a self-learned designer. I did not actually learn my skills. So I'm not going to delete this one. We take a look at it, guys. In matter of seconds, we have less. How many seconds that? That's 14 minutes. So we're going to create a logo in 14 minutes, guys. A very cool one, and it's more like you know, we kind of redesign the logo. We're trying to remake a logo. I can bet you, if I give anybody, any Canva designer, this logo to just, you know, quickly redesign this logo in a matter of time, I can bet you that it won't take 40 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, we've been able to do much. I'll call this much. I guess this nose looks like a witch nose, so I'm just going to remove the points, the pointed nose. Okay, go to my shape formats, G shape, edit point. I'm going to zoom in, take a look at it. Control Z, edit point. I'm just gonna do this here. Zoom in. Okay, is that nose okay? Let's see. Can feel there a lot more we to do with the nose. Okay, I guess the nose are okay. Or what do you guys think? As for me, I still feel the nose is pointed. So don't worry. Now at this point, you're just going to be, working on what you've designed. Literally trying to cross your T's and dot your I's. Okay, I guess this nose is better. So I guess that nose is better, guys. What do you guys think? I guess that's a better one. Okay, let's do one more thing. Now designing PowerPoint is more of using your ideology. Okay, so you gotta be smart. You gotta be a smart designer. As much as PowerPoint actually offers a lot of free tools, and if you want to know what I mean by free tools, continue watching this video and I'll explain what I mean by a lot of free tools that PowerPoint offers. So guys, we're done with we've been able to complete the logo. So I guess this is more like it, guys. What do you think? This is more like it. I would vote for that. I'll vote for the fact that this is more like it. If you want to if you feel you're not comfortable with the one you've done and you want to make some more changes, fine. The tool is always available. Go to shape format, you highlight it, go to shape format, edit shape, edit points. Now the edit point function is currently been automatically turned off because I selected two shapes at once. So meanwhile I can only do that on one shape. I can only edit the points on one shape, right? So I just selected two shapes at once. That's why the edit point option turned off. So if I want to actually edit this two shapes point at once, I can simply go to merge shapes and I go to union, right? So now this is more like two in one. I've combined two shapes together, so they kind of like simultaneously take whatever edits I'm making on them. For example, I want to edit shape, take a look at the edit point, guys. The edit point has come back, so now I can make arrangements here. I can move wherever I want to move. I can do whatever I want to do. Okay, so we're done. So now the next thing we're going to be doing is giving it a perfect view. Now since this is what we're trying to redesign, right? So I'm just going to go to my shape view here. I'm going to go to eyedropper and just click on it. Easy, very very simple, no stress. PowerPoint doesn't give you stress. As you can see, in the amount of time I've been able to do work. Wow, someone just gave you work and in 14 minutes you're able to make this up. Like, wow. So this is something that some creative people can actually draw, right? You can actually draw this on a book, get the picture and trace it out using Microsoft PowerPoint. I mean, no stress, no nothing. Now if you feel you would love to create more, we're just going to delete it because we're done with that. Now if you feel you want to maybe create more effects on your shape, or your logo, that's fine by you. So I'm just going to be showing you how to do that. I'm going to go to my shape format. I can decide to change the outline to maybe black or red, whatever color I wish. I'm going to go to my shape effects. If I feel I want to give it a preset, there are a lot of presets I could give the shape. Take a look at this one, guys. This is cool. This is cool. This is not what we're looking for. So let's go to reflection and see what that does. Now take a look at what reflection does. It's more like reflecting the logo. So this is more like the logo standing on something or somewhere and it's being reflected. Okay, let's remove reflection. So go to my shape effects, go to my bevel or bevel, whatever I want to call it. I actually kind of like the let's call it bevel, right? I kind of like the bevel or bevel option, bevel 2 option, because it gives your image this 3D effect that you would, believe me, you will love it. Now if you're not satisfied with any of this bevel or whatever it is, the default bevel that are offered to you, you're going to see 3D options down here, and we're going to see the 3D options. If you're not satisfied with the default options there, here are the 3D options. So I can decide to create my own. Take a look at, just put your eyes on the picture now. I'm going to be increasing the width, right? Take a look at that, guy. It's making a fabulous 3D effect. If I want to reduce it, similarly I'm reducing the width. I can decide to increase the height. Now you will notice the height. Usually you will notice the height when there is a width. So if I just increase the width a little bit, take a look at that. Now let's notice the height, what the height does. I'm reducing the height right now. Take a look at what's happening, guys. If you don't notice anything, I'm actually noticing something. That is that for there. So let's just leave this. Let's just take this back to 0 and choose the one we would like. So let me take 1 first, 2, okay, 1.5. 2, 2.5, 3, 2.5, 4, 4.55. Let's keep increasing it. Okay, that's width, right? So let's reduce the width. See what the height. Which one shows first? Let's increase the height first. Okay, let's increase the width. Okay, let's reduce the height. Okay. Let's make it 3, 2. Okay, I'm going to reduce this one to 0. Okay, 1. Nah. Okay, so let's keep that at 2. Let's start with this one. Okay. Now this is not really excuse me, this is not really noticeable, right? I actually don't want it to be 100% noticeable, so I'm just going to keep it here. If possible, still look for a way I could readjust it. Oh wow. Okay, I'm actually focusing on this little line that's come there. Let's see what we can do about that. So I go to my edit shape, edit points, and see if reduce that a little bit. Okay, so it seems like that point's right there. Kind of gonna be permanent. Well, that aside, that doesn't mind. So I'm just going to go to my my contour. Now here the contour is just to showing this example. Now I want this 3D effect to have an outline. I believe a lot of us already knows what contour means. So I believe a lot of us already know what contour means. So the contour is we're giving the effect an outline. So let's see that. Let's take a look at it. It's more like an outline I'm giving to right now, which I don't want. So we're gonna take it off, take it off, take it off. Take it off to 0. But if I want what's contour outline, it's actually gonna be cool for this one. Is it black? Okay, let's leave that black. Now here you can change the shapes look. You know, it's not to change color, by the way, it's to change look totally. So I'm actually running this now. Depending on the effect you wish, it's more like an effect, right? But I'll say it maybe changing. If I like this one, I like this special effect. What name? Dark edge. I try dark edge a lot. Then we can still work on the lightning. Okay. Okay. This looks pink. Okay. So this one does. Okay, this one change it to red. Okay. Okay. I guess okay. Let me do that first one. Let me do this one. I'm just gonna over here. I'm going to see where's the angle. So I'm gonna work on the lighting angle. Stick light is changing different angles, changing different angles in different degrees. So you're gonna give it what you want. If that's not if you're not comfortable with that, or if it's not too visible, so you can change the bevel. Okay. Should we leave okay, let's see this one. No, I kind of okay, let's use this one for example. Okay, we're gonna change lightning a little bit there. So that's where we have the lightning. Drop this. Alright, actually I was just showing you how you can give it a 3D effect. Now if you even wish to rotate it, there's always an option here in PowerPoint where you can do that by rotating. Take a look at how I'm rotating it right now. Now this is more like the back. Okay, inside rotate it this way, depending on what you want, guys, depending on what you want. Let's say I leave this here for example. Control-Z, Control-Z. So let's just remove all the bevel. Okay, I will just show you how you can give your logo a perfect bevel right now. We'll remove the outline and there. Now there's still more like a black line. If you take a look at the black line, and that's from the effect we made from the contour. But right now I've removed the shape outside this. You'll see this black line, like the contour. So to remove that, I'm going to go to my shape, my 3D format, and I'm going to see the contour. Take a look at the contour. It's line size is 1, so I'm going to reduce it 0.5 and 0, and the line is gone. You can do well to add more effects. To add more effects to this by going to shadow here and take a look at the different shadow options. I'm going to reduce transparency, and then I'm just gonna reduce the blurriness, or blurriness. Here I'm going to reduce the blurriness. I can use to increase or decrease the size right here. So let's give this a blur a little bit. Okay, and the transparency too. Let's change the color of the blur of the shadow. So here's the color of the shadow. I decide to work on that by increasing either the transparency, reducing the size, reducing the distance, or increasing the blur. Any of those guys, just to give it a perfect and required your desire, I mean what you've pictured in your mind. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing something I actually did not expect myself to do. So let's keep this aside first. Okay, before we keep that aside, we're just going to be writing the name of the brand. So the name of the brand we have is Simbis Home apostrophe S Home. Reduce this a little bit. Keep this in the middle. Okay, let's remove this. Since we're working on a raw logo, guys, we're not working on a mock-up. We're not working on the 3D format. Well, let's work on a raw logo. I mean, a logo that you can give your clients to, in case he wants to run a design in another designer, or he wants to run something. So, and he asks you for his logo that I designed for him. I'm going to show you how we're going to turn this into a raw logo, guys. I'm just going to go to my let's remove that shadow effect we gave there. So to remove that, go to shadow. You're going to see no shadow here, and there is gone. So I'm going to be changing the font, font of the Simbis Home. Now to change that, now ensure your cursor is not blinking inside your text box. If your cursor is blinking inside your text box, just press the escape key, right, and your cursor is out, but the text box remains. So that means that you're working with the text in the text box and the text box itself. So you're going to go to shape format to understand what I'm saying. As you can see here, we have shape styles. Here we have word art styles. Here we have shape view, shape outline, and here we have what? Text view, right? What about here? Text outline, and here text effect. So I'm just gonna change the text color. Let's say I want to change the text color to red. You can change it to red here. I'm trying to explain the difference. What happens when your cursor is blinking inside your text box and your cursor is not blinking inside your text box. So right now my cursor is not blinking inside the text box, and I'm able to make all these effects. If I want to change the shape view to black, I can change it to black. Over here, take a look at how it is, guys. But if I leave my cursor blinking inside my text box, whatever effects I make is going to be affected on the content I'm about to put inside the text box. So let's say I change the color to red. It didn't change to red, and I changed the shape view. The shape view would have an effect because it's one shape we're talking about, but I can put a million text inside the text box. So let's change it to dark blue, for example. So take a look at the shape. You actually change the color of the text box, but remember I changed the text color to red, right? So it didn't change here, but it's going to change from the text I'm about to write, leaving as I left the cursor blinking. So let's say write S, right? Take a look at the S is red, right? So that's it. So I just made a quick explanation right now. So I'm going to click that and change the I'm going to change the font. So here's the fonts we're going to be using. I'm going to increase it a little bit, make it bold. Okay, give it a spacing. Here we have our spacing, guys. You can decide to make it loose or very loose. That's what the spacing does. You can leave it back to normal, very tight, normal, loose. I'm not teaching, guys. I'm showing you how I create designs here. Go to more spacing. You can increase the spacing here. Let's make it 1. Let's make it okay, 1.5. I think 1.5 to do. Okay, so we're going to align to the middle of the text box. Now I could remember why when I started making this video, I said that PowerPoint offers free grid and guidelines. What do I mean? Let's say I want to take this to the center of my slide. Take a look at those red lines. I didn't put that there, believe me, I didn't put that there. So right now, that's the red line being in the middle of the slide means that the shape is exactly and perfectly at the middle of the slide. So let's want to take my text box in the middle of the slide, right? I'm just gonna keep moving it till I see, okay, till I see that. Here's what I was waiting to see. Adjust it there, increase the size to the desired size. Ensure it's still at the middle. Decide to decrease this if I want. Keeping it still at the middle of the slide. I hope I removed the shadow. Okay, so let's change this a little bit. Okay, let's change the fill, the text fill. Okay, you can give that there, or we can make it more dark. We'll go to more colors. Here we have, I'm sure you guys, this looks familiar. This also looks familiar in PowerPoint, in CorelDRAW. So I'm trying to show you guys that literally PowerPoint can do a lot of things CorelDRAW can do, and I want to see challenges. So guys, feel free to paste challenges. I mean, challenge me, bring up designs that you feel PowerPoint can do, and I'm going to do them in front of you, because I feel that if I was able to create this design, if I was able to successfully create this design using Microsoft PowerPoint, I mean, what other design do you actually need CorelDRAW for? I mean, in a matter of time, I was able to do this, and I'm going to be doing that in the next video. So please like and subscribe, and stay on the watch out for my next video. So I'm going to insert this one, change the fill. Okay, seems like that wasn't dark enough. I need it to be a little bit dark. Then the okay, that's down. Okay, so it actually made an effect there. So now if I'm trying to get a particular size of the text I'm working with here, and this option here is not giving me the size I want, right? I can go to my shape formats here. I can go to text effects here, go to ABC transform here, go to wrap, go to square, and then I can decide to put the size I want. Here I can increase this here, reduce that there, increase the size to the desired size I'm looking for. So I want this to be a little bit flat. Okay, and I'm going to reduce it. If this happens, if it squeezes in like this, just go and reduce the original size. Okay, so place that in the middle. Okay, so by then we're going to be writing something. We're going to be writing skin and care. Let's insert a text box. Where's our text box? Or text box. I'm gonna insert, okay, text box right here, skin and care. Okay, there's something that came to my mind. I could remember saying there's something that came to my mind that I did not actually expect to do, but I guess I just have to do it to make this video more interesting. So I'm just gonna loosen this so well. I'm gonna go to my shape format because I'm not getting the exact size I'm looking for. So I'm able to transform, wrap the square, and leave there, right? And it's here. I can zoom in. Okay, there it is at the middle. Okay, if that's still not what I want, I go to my home, the spacing, more spacing, increase by let's say 7. I don't want it to be too flat. I don't want it to be too flat. Okay. So I guess this is okay. If what do you guys think? You think it's okay? For me, I do think it's okay. So I was trying to change the font, and that wasn't happening because of the explanation I made. Take a look at the cursor blinking size. I'm going to press escape key to remove the cursor, and I can change the size. Okay, so I love this one too. So zoom in, let's make it bold a little bit. Okay, so guys, I've been able to redo that logo. So this is how I was able to recreate that logo within few minutes. Let's check how many minutes. So this is like 41 minutes, guys. I was able to create a perfect logo. 41 minutes of not just creating logo but also explaining to you. Okay, so I guess that timing is okay. I mean, I just see a lot of people, wrap their head around to create logo. I mean, you've drawn your logo but you can't picture what you've drawn. You can't get what you've drawn into your system, into your flyers. But so actually I must tell you the truth. I must tell you my story. It actually happened to me. I mean, I made a very cool logo but I couldn't like get the logo in my system on the flyers because it was looking too hard. It was looking like there was not actually tool I could use to rebuild the logo on my system. But once I started using PowerPoint and I realized this option of creating logos, I mean, there's no logo, believe me, there's no logo that PowerPoint can create. So I believe I've been able to convince most of you that PowerPoint can actually be used to create logos. So this is literally the end of this video, but I said I wanted to continue and show you something that I did not want to I did not expect to show you. I wanted to show you how I was able to create the cover of this video. So here's the cover of this video, guys. Here's the cover I created. I wanted to show you how I was able to create this cover, but I don't know, most of you might get tired or some of you might want to see this part, but I guess for the sake of those who want to see this part, let me just do it quickly. So I won't explain much, believe me, I won't explain much. I won't explain much because this is not what I'm supposed to do. I'm done with what I'm supposed to do. So as many who are waiting to see how PowerPoint can be used to create a logo, you're free to leave now. You're free to leave and watch my other video. As many who want to see how I created this using PowerPoint, as you can see, guys, this is PowerPoint. Like, PowerPoint is what I use to do graphic design in. Like, when I mean graphic design, I mean graphics. I am a pro, I'm a guru in using PowerPoint for graphic design. Take a look at this stunning. Take a look at this stunning, guys. I mean, I'm literally unscrambling this, showing that I use PowerPoint to create it. I mean, this is Microsoft, guys. We're talking about Microsoft. We're talking about Microsoft PowerPoint. Take a look at the logo here. We're talking about Microsoft. Okay, let's go to options. Talking about Microsoft PowerPoint. Take a look at the PowerPoint options here. Talking about PowerPoint, guys. I want to show you that this is PowerPoint. Product. This is Office. We're using a Microsoft. We're using a Microsoft application. So I mean, and you would agree with me that Microsoft is an app that comes by default in most systems. So if Microsoft comes by default in most systems and you are able to do this, you don't need to overload your system with. I mean, I have like 5 Corel apps because I don't use Corel. My elder brother uses Corel to make designs, and the whole Corel just keeps slowing down the whole system because of space. The whole system just keeps slowing down because of space. But PowerPoint that comes on its own, PowerPoint is more like a very light tool. Okay, so a lot of you, let me get straight to the point. A lot of you want to know how I was able to make this design using Microsoft PowerPoint. So feel free to stay and enjoy the rest of the video how I show you how I was able to do this using Microsoft PowerPoint. So either I'll turn off my audio to be quick about it, or I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Okay, let me get straight to the point. I won't turn off my audio, but I won't explain much. So we're gonna remove this. Like I said, I'm done with what I have for you today. You want to ask how I was able to put this here? I'm going to show you. I went to inserted it from my picture, this device. Here we are. I went to my desktop where I saved the picture. I saved it in a particular file. Save it on all my designs, new folder PJ. Okay, so here is the file. So I'm going to click it, insert. So I inserted this, stretched a little. Like I said, I'm going to get straight to the point because this is not what I have for you today. So I was able to crop this using this tool, and I was able to stretch it a little bit to turn it into that. So I was able to turn this into this. I'm showing you how I created this, so just pay attention. So I was able to turn this, stretch it and adjust it, cropping it to be the same size with my slides. Take a look at it. If you want to know how I made it pink, but that was not the original color. So I'm going to change the color of my background to white. I made my background was white, so this is a slide. So I was able to crop this to be in the same level with my background. My picture format goes my crop. I'm not doing much here. I was able to crop it there, and then there we have it. So after cropping, you press escape key. So I'm going to delete this. So after I was able to crop this with my background, I press shift F5 to view my slide. So here is the slide I viewed. So this is the slide. So after viewing this slide, I just press my print screen key. That's like screenshot key. I press it, press escape, and then I'm going to paste the screenshot I made. So I paste the screenshot I made. I don't. Most times this comes out. Most times it doesn't. This my tax bar. It comes out. Most times it does not. But today that it came out. Today I want to do something quick. It came out. I'm going to crop it. I can decide to crop it as well. Once you crop, press escape key. But let's see it to come out again. Okay guys, it's still coming up. It's still coming up. Okay, it's still coming out. So let's just use it like that. So after I was able to screenshot it like this, actually it didn't come out the first time. So after I was able to screenshot it like this, I'm not going to copy it. I just copied it. Went to the slide I want to work with. I went to picture or texture view, and I clicked on clipboard. So here's what I copied. Then press Ctrl Z to undo. Undoing it means once you've pasted a picture you copied on your clipboard as a background and you press Ctrl Z, it's just going to like readjust the picture the way you copied it. So if I press Ctrl Y, take a look at it. It made it a little bit fatter, just to fill in, ensure. Okay, for example, now I copy this PowerPoint logo, press Ctrl C, and I come over here to my next slide, my third slide, and I want to make the background fill the PowerPoint logo. And then go to my background field, and I go to my picture texture field. Because I copied it, it's going to be on my clipboard. I'm going to paste it on my clipboard. Now take a look at this, guys. Take a look at what it did. It did this just to make the whole PowerPoint logo fit into in the, what is it called, in the slide. So to make it the way I want it to be, I'm going to press Ctrl Z. So take a look at the best it could do to make the whole logo, the whole PowerPoint logo fit in the PowerPoint slide. So pressing Ctrl Z again, just take that's like undo again, just take it back to this. So you know what I did, and I press Ctrl Z. Now when I pasted this, remember I press Ctrl Z. Well, let's do that again. Let's go to slideshow, and from current slide, take a look, guys. I'm going to screenshot it, escape, paste it here, then I cropped it. I'm going to be so quick with this. Escape, copy it again. You can delete it from here. I didn't paste it though. I clicked on the background clipboard, press Ctrl Z to undo and take a look at it, resized it. Then after doing this, I inserted a shape. I went to my home, clicked on shapes, I inserted a shape, a very cool shape. Cut it up here. Now, remember that I actually did this and screenshotted, right? So I'm just going to copy this one, Ctrl C, and copy this. Remember that this was the slide I screenshotted. So this is more like this slide background. This more, take a look at. Let's assume this is the background. This whole content here is the background of the slide. You agree with me that this slide is equals to this slide, right? This slide and this slide have the same background formatting because I just screenshotted this slide and pasted it as the background for this slide. So I can remember I kept this here, right? So that's why I'm copying it to paste it here, right? And it takes the exact same position. In as much as I could still do a little magic trying to, readjust it. Excuse me. I could do a little magic trying to readjust it. So I inserted a pink when I readjust, I send to back. Then I fill this up here. Now take a look at those red lines. Now, like I said, those red lines I used to give the exact sizing and position is the grid and guidelines. Now most of you might say, this one is this how the grid and guidelines are. This is to tell you that PowerPoint is better than CorelDRAW. PowerPoint does not only give you free, default automatic grid and guideline. Let's say I want to place this blue platform, this blue square or rectangle, sorry, in the middle of this slide. I'm not going to use my cursor. I'm actually left clicking and moving, right, until I see a middle guideline here. Boom, take a look at it. It's more like a cross. That's like it's in the middle, it's in the perfect middle. So here is equal to here, and the top and the top. Now if I don't want to use the automatic one, take a look how awesome PowerPoint is for graphic design. If I don't want to use the automatic grid and guidelines, of course there's an option for me here. Take a look at the grid and guidelines. So I can decide to insert. Take a look at the one I inserted. As many as I can, guys. So for those CorelDRAW users that might want to say, this one you cannot put your own, what if you don't want? And take a look at the cool way it can erase, like the cool way of erasing it. I'm not going to take it off the slide and boom, it's gone. So you don't need to even stress yourself going to look for tools every time you're going to look for a tool that will use to remove your green. No. Boom, you just shoot it away at will. Surprising, right? A lot of designers will be mad at me for showing you this. So I'm not going to change the color of that. I said I'll be real quick with this, but I'm talking too much, I guess. I'm going to remove the outline. I'm going to insert another square in the middle here. Now I'm going to take this pink to the back, send to back here. Take a look at this, guys. So I'm going to insert another square. Now remember that taking this off, we have a background, right? Remember that we have a background. Okay, I just have to remind you that we have a background, that this is one I put. Remember I still copied this from the main slide and pasted it here. Okay, so I'm just going to insert the shape. I'm going to work on it a little bit. You know what this means? That this shape is in the middle of this one. So they are like, remember that two squares here. Then I'm going to go to my shape fill over here. You're going to see slide background fill. I'm going to click it and boom. Take a look at it. This copies this shape. What this means that the shape has the exact same fill with the background. Whoever you place the shape is wherever the background will be. after doing that, I was able to readjust them to make them align, to make this one look like a continuation of the one from the shape. Okay, I did that by making use of special tools, and then I could remember remove the out shape outline for more performance. So I guess like I said, I'm just going to do this in a hurry. Let's take this up. Okay, let's say this was what I have. So I clicked on this the one I inserted here. I'm going to remember it's a picture, right? Because I inserted it as a picture and not a shape. In my other okay, maybe in the next two videos I'll be showing the difference between picture and shape. So this is a picture, so I went to my picture format here. I went to my picture effects, remove the shadow, remove the glow. I went to artistic effects, and I clicked on a blurry effect over here. You see blur. Then I can increase the blurriness here, right, to the desired blurriness I want. So let's leave this at already my mind told me 12. So after doing that, I could bring this back here, give it any shape I want, something. Then I gave this a perfect shadow. I kind of reduce the transparency, increase the distance, and still increase the blurriness of the shadow, reducing the transparency. Okay, so this is more like it. When I came here, I downloaded this logo, so I'm just going to remove all effects. I'm going to copy it. At first, I'm going to remove all effects from it and redo all the effects. So I'm just going to remove all the effects, remove all the shadow effects, and remove all the reflection effects. So this is how I downloaded the image. I actually searched for, I could actually redesign this using PowerPoint. If you want to see that, tell me in the comment section, and just post it there and instruct me. You guys are my instructors right now, because you're the one challenging me, right? So just tell me that you want I should show you how to redesign this logo using Microsoft PowerPoint. By the way, I'm done with designing this logo, right? And I want to save my logo without a background. Simply select the whole logo, click on it. You're going to see save as picture, and easily fear PowerPoint, guys. Let's save it in our 3D options, picture 1, save. Now I can go to my file manager, 3D object, and I'm going to see my logo without a background. This logo is without a background. Let's open with Prescal Photo Viewer and take a look, guys. Here I can upload my logo. I can put it on any background, and it's camouflage, or would I call it camouflage? I don't need to bother myself about looking for a way to I'm going to bother myself about looking for a way to create or remove the background or this other. No, I created a logo and I removed the background simply. So that just to show you how to do that. So let's continue here. So I gave this a perfect shadow. Let's hurry up with this and reduce the transparency a little bit, increase the blurriness and the distance. I gave it a reflection, a perfect reflection. Kind of increase the distance by 1, reduce the size, right, reduce the transparency a little bit, worked on the shadow again. I'm not going to be perfecting this, guys, because I did not even want this video to reach 1 hour, and we are just 2 minutes away from 1 hour. I did not want that to happen. Okay, so I increase the size of this one, Now I was able to place it there. I increase the transparency, reduce the size, reduce the blurriness. Okay, and I was able to place it there. Okay, I don't know if this is bigger, so I'm not going to copy this text because of time. Control C. Now you might want to know how I was able to create this text. By the way, if you want to know how I was able to create this text, well, I just inserted a text box, choose this format, this font, gave the text a sharp shadow here, gave it a sharp shadow, and I guess this is the shadow I gave it the text. I gave the text this bottom left shadow. Then I put the transparency at 63, left the size at 100, reduced the blur to 1, gave it an angle 35, and reduced the distance to 4, and was able to produce this. You can try that. Then I used an embassy BT font to write colors by David. I'm going to copy this, paste it right here. Okay, I use an embassy TD font. I guess this is big. Take that back. All right. Then I gave this a perfect positioning. This too, a perfect positioning. So guys, let's use our new logo that we inserted. Let's insert it. What are we working on? I'm working on this, right? I'm gonna insert it there, right? So we're gonna put this over here. By the way, I did was not how I inserted the logo. I actually put them individually. So I have this here. You can move this one, right? Or any one goes. You can still decide to cut out this logo here and save it as picture. Here the option save as picture, right? So I can just replace it here. You're going to say it already exists. Want to replace it, and say I want to replace it. So if I want to delete this one, go back there and just copy that. I've already shown you how I was able to create the logo, so I guess all these other ones will cheap. Now I was able to increase the size or reduce the size. And I put it there, right? Then I went to my home. I went to my shapes. I started a line here. Okay, take the line down a little bit. Raise the line here. Okay. I inserted another line in my home, from my home over here. Take the line like this. Okay. Take this up. Take this up. I zoomed in. To make sure the two lines touched each other. Okay, that didn't touch. Right, then I increase the outline, making it the same color with the created background. I didn't even check color that the width that was. No, not eyedropper. Wait. Okay. I guess you can remove that. For the outline, I still gave it the exact color of background by using an eyedropper here, and then doing the same with the next one. Now when I've picked a color from an eyedropper, it always comes first here in recent colors. I'm gonna do that. Then mean this arrow right here. You might want to know how I created this arrow right here. Well, how I created that arrow, remember, I'm going to go straight to the point. Like, scroll down a little bit here, and I was able to see this function here. You see this function here. So I gave this actually gave this the size of that, the color of that too. And after I was able to do that, I copied it, Control C, deleted it, pasted it as picture. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to tell you guys different between pasting as picture to. Here we have two paste options. We have use destination theme H and picture U. So you can decide to paste as picture or decide to paste this as destination theme H. I'm going to show you the difference between these two guys in subsequent videos. I just want you to stay tuned. So I pasted it as picture. So that I'll be able to crop it, right? So I'll be able to crop it and change the color and blah 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 blah. Reduce the size and that side. Let me just copy this one. So I copied that one and I'm going to paste it here. Right, take a look at it's kind of halved, right? Because that was actually how I cropped it. If I want, I can still crop it more and take it out. You understand? But I don't want that because I want it to look like it's coming from the back. So I put another one at the back here, right? Control C. I'm going to paste it to there. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to zoom in this too. Okay, so I'm going to send one to the back. Let me send this one to the back. Send to the back. Now it went to the back of this. Sorry about that. It went to the back of this pink because the pink is actually a shape. So I'm not going to send, and the pink is supposed background. So I'm not going to send the pink to the back too. For this one to come in front of the pink. There we have. So I'm not going to keep this one like it's pointing to the white platform there. I'm going to bend this one till it looks like it's making it come from the back. And I'm going to use my arrow keys on my keyboard to adjust that. And once I see it's adjusted, I'm going to click on somewhere else. So after I finish doing, okay, I think I can. This for the supposed background, we can change the fill a little, or should we leave the fill? I don't know if you should leave the fill. Okay, let's leave it here, and the same thing here. You always see them in your recent colors, guys. Okay, we can do that, or we can do this, any color you want, guys. So after I was able to do this, I went to my file. Now you're going to see I'm going to export this one. Now I'm exporting it because you remember what the effect we made with this shape right here, where I can change it and it does this cool stuff. So that's why I'm not going to be exporting it or saving it as a picture on my normal way, because if I want to save it as a picture, I'm not going to highlight all of them, click and save as picture, right? But I want this effect, I want this effect to remain here. So I'm not going to export the whole slide. Don't screenshot, export. I'm going to go to change file type. See two types, we have the PNG and JPEG. I'm going to save it as PNG because that's how I want to save that. I'm going to save it. Okay, let's save it in save it in the designs, a new folder, and in our background. So I'm going to change the name to tests. Okay, save. Which like just this one. I'm going to go there right now, and I'm going to look for it. We have it here, right? So then I'm going to open this. Now we have open options, we have open as photos. Now this is where the other part of this. So why others are you busy using Corel and Photoshop? We are using PowerPoint and the photo, like the photo app. These are default app, guys. You don't need to pay any amount of money. These are default apps with your phone that you use to make money. Like Damn, these are default out to system rather. I'm going to open it to my photos. This is photos. I mean, all of us, we all have photos, right? So I'm gonna wait for my photos to load. This is PowerPoint, guys. I'm gonna go to edit. I decide to make it full screen. I'm gonna wait for it to load. How many? I think we have gone for how many? This is 1 hour 10 minutes, guys. This was not what I expected to do. That's why I said I'm going to go straight to the point. So it has loaded. I'm just going to crop it out here and here and here. Take a look at how quickly I was able to do this, guys. How quickly. Oh my god, believe me, you should be deleting PowerPoint. So I can make further effects here, and I can decide to, work on the sharpness of this image here. Take a look at that. Depending on what you want, believe me, depending on what you want. And I love this one. We're gonna save options here. Save. Wait for it to load, and here is our new. So most of you might be like, wow, how are you able to create this cool cover? Most of you are even watching this video because of the cover. So that's the reason. Look at how I created the cover. It is not a magic. This is Microsoft PowerPoint, guys. It's so funny, and believe me. So where is the thing we exported? Okay, let me just end it on this, right? Let's copy it. Okay, copy. Thank you all for watching this video. I'm about to end right now. Space it there. Okay, seems like it's already complete for both files. Okay, so let's just end it here. I'm gonna open this up. Here's the one I took my time to create. Okay, so guys, this is the point where I appreciate you all for watching my video, and I'm still laughing how most of you watching this video because of this cool. You thought I used a one cool stuff to make this this thing cover, but no. This is excuse me. This is Microsoft PowerPoint. So thank you all for the time you spent to watch this video. I hope you will like, subscribe, and post challenges, guys. Post logos. Don't post mock-up. I did not say post to mock-up. Yes, I'm still discovering how to use Microsoft and do mockup. Believe me, I'm going to take Microsoft PowerPoint to the next level. I mean, Bill Gates himself is going to get wowed at my design. Okay, so thank you all for your time you spent watching. I was able to create this logo using Microsoft PowerPoint. I mean, I really appreciate it, guys, because it's a real honor, and I don't take that honor for granted. So please comment, share, let the world know about this, guys. It is not normal. I don't know if it's for you, but for me it's not normal how we're able to do this. So thank you for watching my video. God bless you. Comment and please subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye.